If you want, I will go to school. If you want, I will go to school. Definitely. Definitely. You may not be able to focus at night. You may not be able to focus at night. I play football with my friends. I play football with my friends. Can I have a glass of water, please? Can I have a glass of water, please? You have a lot of work. You have a lot of work. We are watching a football match. We are watching a football match. I wish he knew the traffic before he left the house. I wish he knew the traffic before he left the house. Worst. Worst. Does your hotel have Wi-Fi? Does your hotel have Wi-Fi? They will go on a journey next summer. They will go on a journey next summer. I had never seen it before, Tommy. I had never seen it before, Tommy. Have you ever been to Atlanta? Have you ever been to Atlanta? I have to donate the oranges. I have to donate the oranges. What do you recommend? What do you recommend? I have a charity you've supported for 5 years. I have a charity you've supported for 5 years. Problem solved by my friend. Problem solved by my friend. I will apply for a job tomorrow. I will apply for a job tomorrow. Aware of this. Aware of this. Did it hit my car? Did it hit my car? I can support. I can support. Do you have a pet? Do you have a pet? I met him at the party. I met him at the party. Even though it was cold outside, we went swimming. Even though it was cold outside, we went swimming. Sorry, I can't smile. Sorry, I can't smile. Can they match after 2 hours? Can they match after 2 hours? Your colleague is the postman. Your colleague is the postman. Cake cookies. Cake cookies. Sorry to interrupt, but the legendary musician gave a concert to a large audience. The legendary musician gave a concert to a large audience. I must let you know at dusk. I must let you know at dusk. His other son's name is Tommy. His other son's name is Tommy. Does he write children? Does he write children? Decision result. Decision result. Be good. Be good. I will work. I will work. Could you add some more sugar to my tea? Could you add some more sugar to my tea? I can't concentrate on my work because of this noise. I can't concentrate on my work because of this noise. The movie was very long and boring. The movie was very long and boring. Shouldn't you be? Shouldn't you be? If I had a bigger house, I would throw parties. If I had a bigger house, I would throw parties. Can you foresee possible problems? Can you foresee possible problems? The email has been forwarded to all employees. The email has been forwarded to all employees. Where on campus can I find a place to play basketball? Where on campus can I find a place to play basketball? Can I have eel sauce with my sushi? Can I have eel sauce with my sushi? Make sure. Make sure. Do we have to do chemistry at dawn? Do we have to do chemistry at dawn? Didn't he do veterinary practice occasionally? Didn't he do veterinary practice occasionally? How are you going to work? How are you going to work? The magazine features articles on fashion and beauty. The magazine features articles on fashion and beauty. The book fell off the shelf by itself. The book fell off the shelf by itself. My father was the weatherman. My father was the weatherman. Were we winning 3 in the morning before? Were we winning 3 in the morning before? Who has a dream? Who has a dream? We usually go hiking in the mountains. We usually go hiking in the mountains. Can you repeat? Can you repeat? Can they insist right away? Can they insist right away? Measurement. Measurement. We saw them at the restaurant. We saw them at the restaurant. Shouldn't they do it every day? Shouldn't they do it every day? May not develop normally. May not develop normally. I cannot believe my eyes. I cannot believe my eyes. Rarely could. Rarely could. I promise I will. I promise I will. I can speak for education. I can speak for education. Will you be able to attend the meeting tomorrow? Will you be able to attend the meeting tomorrow? Worst case scenario. Worst case scenario. For as long as I live. For as long as I live. Have you ever done bungee jumping? Have you ever done bungee jumping? On the corner of Maple Street. On the corner of Maple Street. These books are all mine. These books are all mine. The peer review process is important in scientific research. The peer review process is important in scientific research. What is the return exchange policy? What is the return exchange policy? I enjoy playing tennis and my sister likes it too. I enjoy playing tennis and my sister likes it too. I look like my grandfather. I look like my grandfather. Doesn't he see the benefit after 3 years? Doesn't he see the benefit after 3 years? Dad, let's play a game please. Dad, let's play a game please. May not deny it every week. May not deny it every week. Can you spare a few minutes? Can you spare a few minutes? Look over. Look over. Consort. Consort. Why are you so angry with me? Why are you so angry with me? Do you have gluten-free bread? Do you have gluten-free bread? What should I do? What should I do? He is a photographer and takes great pictures. He is a photographer and takes great pictures. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Will it release in a second? Will it release in a second? The problem was solved by the teacher. The problem was solved by the teacher. Where are you working today? Where are you working today? I have the appropriate paperwork. I have the appropriate paperwork. The bus driver announced our next stop. The bus driver announced our next stop. I have to log in after 3 minutes. I have to log in after 3 minutes. They may have made a reservation in advance. They may have made a reservation in advance. Was her mother-in-law a dietitian? Was her mother-in-law a dietitian? Will you return at dawn? Will you return at dawn? Will not prevail at dawn. Will not prevail at dawn. Learning new words is interesting. Learning new words is interesting. I'm going to have dinner with friends. I'm going to have dinner with friends. He likes to swim in the pool. He likes to swim in the pool. Could not sleep. Could not sleep. He could start his own business. He could start his own business. He wrote a poem for his class. He wrote a poem for his class. The car my brother drives is a sports car. The car my brother drives is a sports car. Aren't you an anesthetist every year? Aren't you an anesthetist every year? I would like to make a reservation. I would like to make a reservation. You would rather take a nap than go for a walk. You would rather take a nap than go for a walk. Was he jumping 4 days ago? Was he jumping 4 days ago? I met him at the party. I met him at the party. Can we find the middle ground? Can we find the middle ground? Nobody had their own computer in those days. Nobody had their own computer in those days. She is a talented dancer. She is a talented dancer. I fell asleep. I fell asleep. His stepson art director? His stepson art director? I must not exceed. I must not exceed. 10 years developing? 10 years developing? I hurt myself lifting weights. I hurt myself lifting weights. Her grandmother is a caregiver. Her grandmother is a caregiver. Was your stepmother a dentist? Was your stepmother a dentist? Logical. Logical. Do we have to replace it every month? Do we have to replace it every month? Do not forget to water the plants regularly. Do not forget to water the plants regularly. They had been working overtime for weeks to meet the deadline. They had been working overtime for weeks to meet the deadline. Competitive. Competitive. Is his grandfather a painter? Is his grandfather a painter? I eat an apple after my father sleeps. I eat an apple after my father sleeps. Always belong to someone else. Always belong to someone else. We used to play football every weekend. We used to play football every weekend. It can't be cream. It can't be cream. Forgive? Forgive? They held a fundraising event to support a local charity. They held a fundraising event to support a local charity. They wouldn't have lowered before. They wouldn't have lowered before. Who is in the chair? Who is in the chair? He got the job even though he didn't have much experience. He got the job even though he didn't have much experience. He wishes he could travel to space. He wishes he could travel to space. I'm waiting for the bus. I'm waiting for the bus. Do you offer homemade sodas? Do you offer homemade sodas? I'm sorry, but I won't be able to come to your wedding, she said. I'm sorry, but I won't be able to come to your wedding, she said. His goal is to become a doctor. His goal is to become a doctor. Their children are astronauts. Their children are astronauts. The dress is too expensive for my budget. The dress is too expensive for my budget. He could play the piano very well. He could play the piano very well. I am so happy. I am so happy. I am a freelance writer. I am a freelance writer. Where can I find canned tuna? Where can I find canned tuna? They don't have it right away. They don't have it right away. When I have free time, I will clean the house. When I have free time, I will clean the house. Who do you think is the prettiest girl in our class? Who do you think is the prettiest girl in our class? He has a sister. He has a sister. I bought a new car. I bought a new car. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. Valuable. Valuable. Where are you now? Where are you now? They had lunch at a restaurant yesterday. They had lunch at a restaurant yesterday. We have to buy food weekly. We have to buy food weekly. Also take a look. Also take a look. When we reach the summit, we have been hiking for 3 hours. When we reach the summit, we have been hiking for 3 hours. The train leaves in 10 minutes. The train leaves in 10 minutes. They will travel to Asia for their holidays. They will travel to Asia for their holidays. Shall we include it soon? Shall we include it soon? Can't I be a referee after 1 day? Can't I be a referee after 1 day? Aren't we equal? Aren't we equal? My laptop is newer than yours. My laptop is newer than yours. Do not sign the contract without reading it thoroughly. Do not sign the contract without reading it thoroughly. Can you recommend an expert? Can you recommend an expert? What are you looking for? What are you looking for? Is there? Is there? They should have cleaned their rooms before leaving. They should have cleaned their rooms before leaving. Your half-sister was an inspector. Your half-sister was an inspector. Your father is a miner. Your father is a miner. His comments were unrelated to the current debate. His comments were unrelated to the current debate. I own this company. I own this company. I will get back to you on this. I will get back to you on this. The house is beyond durability. The house is beyond durability. I may have to work over the weekend to finish this report. I may have to work over the weekend to finish this report. We can run away right now. We can run away right now. Players will rehearse for the play for weeks. Players will rehearse for the play for weeks. Can I see your visa, please? Can I see your visa, please? The moon shines brightly in the night sky. The moon shines brightly in the night sky. Optimism is the belief that leads to success. Optimism is the belief that leads to success. Do you want me to stay? Do you want me to stay? You often ride your bike in the afternoon. You often ride your bike in the afternoon. Cousins are messengers. Cousins are messengers. The song that the artist sang became a hit. The song that the artist sang became a hit. It's beyond the scope of my home knowledge. It's beyond the scope of my home knowledge. We will go skiing in winter. We will go skiing in winter. When I see a spider, I scream and run. When I see a spider, I scream and run. He could start his own business. He could start his own business. Should we be housewives in the twilight? Should we be housewives in the twilight? I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. She had been practicing yoga for years before becoming a trainer. She had been practicing yoga for years before becoming a trainer. Couldn't try soon. Couldn't try soon. I will watch TV. I will watch TV. Assistance is usually offered by the official. Assistance is usually offered by the official. Let's take a look at the minutes of our last meeting. Let's take a look at the minutes of our last meeting. I want to order a pizza, please. I want to order a pizza, please. Don't they need to review? Don't they need to review? We need a lawyer, someone to help him. We need a lawyer, someone to help him. The newspaper article explores the rise of online shopping. The newspaper article explores the rise of online shopping. They shouldn't say. They shouldn't say. My sister is very young. My sister is very young. It's nice to see you here. It's nice to see you here. Did he say anything to you? Did he say anything to you? His half-brother was an investor. His half-brother was an investor. I was so tired that I could barely keep my eyes open. I was so tired that I could barely keep my eyes open. It could be. It could be. See 8 audio pictures. What are words and sounds? See 8 audio pictures. What are words and sounds? Another option to consider is to postpone the meeting. Another option to consider is to postpone the meeting. The blue whale is the largest mammal on the planet. The blue whale is the largest mammal on the planet. We need to finish this before the deadline. We need to finish this before the deadline. When I got to the party, everyone had already left. When I got to the party, everyone had already left. My seats are swollen. My seats are swollen. We had the carpenter repair the broken chair. We had the carpenter repair the broken chair. They've been best friends since kindergarten and still talk regularly as adults. They've been best friends since kindergarten and still talk regularly as adults. Is his sister a gardener? Is his sister a gardener? We handle. We handle. I saw the man who was your father. I saw the man who was your father. The dog chased its tail. The dog chased its tail. I need to help you. I need to help you. He will not teach at dawn. He will not teach at dawn. Can he build every week? Can he build every week? I am searching. I am searching. We will work on the project all day. We will work on the project all day. You look beautiful tonight. You look beautiful tonight. I am drawing. I am drawing. He had already seen the movie when I suggested it to him. He had already seen the movie when I suggested it to him. It gets very hot here, especially in summer. It gets very hot here, especially in summer. We flew to Paris last summer. We flew to Paris last summer. We had visited that city many times before we decided to move there. We had visited that city many times before we decided to move there. Can I use coupons for this purchase? Can I use coupons for this purchase? I couldn't wait to get back home. I couldn't wait to get back home. Do you want to buy? Do you want to buy? Had he been playing video games all day before his mother told him to do his homework? Had he been playing video games all day before his mother told him to do his homework? He could find a job in the city. He could find a job in the city. Songwriter 2 later in the morning? Songwriter 2 later in the morning? Would we settle in? Would we settle in? I can be a housewife. I can be a housewife. What kind of toys do you have? What kind of toys do you have? If you come to school, we'll have dinner together. If you come to school, we'll have dinner together. Let me know if you need anything else. Let me know if you need anything else. Doesn't it design after 3 seconds? Doesn't it design after 3 seconds? He fixed the broken window. He fixed the broken window. Will there be a ballerina at sunset? Will there be a ballerina at sunset? Social inclusion. Social inclusion. Do I ever evaluate? Do I ever evaluate? I have a lot of satisfaction. I have a lot of satisfaction. Can I use this? Can I use this? I can't imagine my life without it. I can't imagine my life without it. Our relatives were race car drivers. Our relatives were race car drivers. We were watching a match when our team scored. We were watching a match when our team scored. By the end of the year, I will have run a marathon. By the end of the year, I will have run a marathon. Fellow financier. Fellow financier. The doctor will need to examine you before prescribing the medicine. The doctor will need to examine you before prescribing the medicine. Don't we listen often? Don't we listen often? The movie was more emotional than I thought. The movie was more emotional than I thought. Don't I care? Don't I care? I will come to your house in about 20 minutes. I will come to your house in about 20 minutes. I feel good. I feel good. Do we have to do chemistry at dawn? Do we have to do chemistry at dawn? He is the author of many articles on technology. He is the author of many articles on technology. We handle. We handle. Inside. Inside. What does car mean in English? What does car mean in English? We weren't analysts for 10 years. We weren't analysts for 10 years. What is your purpose? What is your purpose? Attention. Attention. They are finishing their project next month. They are finishing their project next month. How much time do we have left? How much time do we have left? Reduces. Reduces. Have they watched the last episode of their favorite show? Have they watched the last episode of their favorite show? They organized a surprise party for their friends. They organized a surprise party for their friends. I went when I was in school. I went when I was in school. How often? How often? Can you get it every month? Can you get it every month? Now he refuses. Now he refuses. I will have dinner at 7 p.m. I will have dinner at 7 p.m. He is the waiter. He is the waiter. My teacher told me, you have to be careful in class. My teacher told me, you have to be careful in class. He is really great. She is an actress. He is really great. She is an actress. Where are you going? Where are you going? Can you set up a meeting for next week? Can you set up a meeting for next week? I've been working on my presentation for hours. I've been working on my presentation for hours. Tomatoes. Tomatoes. He wishes he had more money to travel the world. He wishes he had more money to travel the world. Wasn't he a driver soon? Wasn't he a driver soon? Can't we get it under control at noon? Can't we get it under control at noon? What kind of apple are you looking for? What kind of apple are you looking for? You need to arrive at the meeting on time. You need to arrive at the meeting on time. We should always strive for excellence, even if it is challenging. We should always strive for excellence, even if it is challenging. By the end of the month I will have saved enough for a new car. By the end of the month I will have saved enough for a new car. I'll finish the exercise when John gets home. I'll finish the exercise when John gets home. May not be sent after 3 midnight. May not be sent after 3 midnight. Immature. Immature. Let's schedule a follow-up meeting for this. Let's schedule a follow-up meeting for this. Do you sell fresh fruit and vegetables? Do you sell fresh fruit and vegetables? He painted a landscape. He painted a landscape. Finally. Finally. Actually, I work with John too. Actually, I work with John too. This came for you and I did this to you. This came for you and I did this to you. Could send a weekend earlier. Could send a weekend earlier. Will we be business women every year? Will we be business women every year? Why don't we have lunch today? Why don't we have lunch today? Will it release in a second? Will it release in a second? The box contains valuables. The box contains valuables. I'm not quite over my ex. I'm not quite over my ex. I don't understand. I don't understand. The baby was crawling on the floor. The baby was crawling on the floor. Should I go to the virologist after a month? Should I go to the virologist after a month? Is our uncle the president? Is our uncle the president? I am happy to serve. I am happy to serve. We went to the cinema to watch a new movie. We went to the cinema to watch a new movie. Rarely is there a referee? Rarely is there a referee? She is very beautiful, everyone admires her. She is very beautiful, everyone admires her. He will start his new job next month. He will start his new job next month. What letter is this? What letter is this? Hot sausages. Hot sausages. I'm very relieved. I'm very relieved. We were waiting for the test results. We were waiting for the test results. I bought 2 tickets for the concert. Do you want one? I bought 2 tickets for the concert. Do you want one? Were your cousins educators? Were your cousins educators? He wrote at noon. He wrote at noon. We have 2 places on the 8 a.m. flight to Evansville. We have 2 places on the 8 a.m. flight to Evansville. Rarely can they be trusted? Rarely can they be trusted? I need to get some milk. I need to get some milk. I just had a great meal. I just had a great meal. He's as white as a sheet. He's as white as a sheet. Can I pay by credit card? Can I pay by credit card? We can be therapists. We can be therapists. What is the secret of your success? What is the secret of your success? Can't blame the yearbook? Can't blame the yearbook? Was our grandfather a pianist? Was our grandfather a pianist? Shouldn't you breastfeed right away? Shouldn't you breastfeed right away? Were you a nurse? Were you a nurse? There are 2 apples in the basket. There are 2 apples in the basket. We're going to the cinema next Saturday. We're going to the cinema next Saturday. My bag is heavier than yours. My bag is heavier than yours. Regular exercise is necessary. Regular exercise is necessary. We went out for a drink after the concert. We went out for a drink after the concert. Are we renting? Are we renting? Maybe you should meet John. Maybe you should meet John. She had a beautiful face. She had a beautiful face. The horse the cowboy rode was wild and untamed. The horse the cowboy rode was wild and untamed. Are we hired? Are we hired? We hope to find a solution to the problem as soon as possible. We hope to find a solution to the problem as soon as possible. Can't we glazing at 3 p.m.? Can't we glazing at 3 p.m.? Technology excellence. Technology excellence. I can't believe I saw this. I can't believe I saw this. He plays video games with his friends. He plays video games with his friends. One of the teams. One of the teams. I drive carefully. I drive carefully. I need to fix the leaky faucet. I need to fix the leaky faucet. Can we get these files? Can we get these files? Before. I saved money to buy a new camera. I saved money to buy a new camera. He would announce at dawn. He would announce at dawn. This is my book. This is my book. They answer. They answer. What would you like to buy? What would you like to buy? Does not respond every day. Does not respond every day. Do you ever eat takeaways? Do you ever eat takeaways? He swam in the pool yesterday. He swam in the pool yesterday. Is our grandmother a clown? Is our grandmother a clown? Will he talk about it every day? Will he talk about it every day? There are no clean dishes in the cupboard. There are no clean dishes in the cupboard. The team led by his coach won the tournament. The team led by his coach won the tournament. This is great. This is great. He drinks coffee every day. He drinks coffee every day. Shouldn't you feed? Shouldn't you feed? I am also reading. I am also reading. Let's get something to eat. Let's get something to eat. What else have you done? What else have you done? The sunset over the ocean was beautiful. The sunset over the ocean was beautiful. Let me know if you need directions. Let me know if you need directions. They will not do business at night. They will not do business at night. You come close. You come close. Can you spell your name? Can you spell your name? If you work hard, you will be successful. If you work hard, you will be successful. His contribution to the project was appreciated by the team. His contribution to the project was appreciated by the team. Minibus. Minibus. After 5 minutes he should trust. After 5 minutes he should trust. Not sure if I'm in the mood for this. Not sure if I'm in the mood for this. I lost my wallet on the bus, my friend said. I lost my wallet on the bus, my friend said. What kind of apple are you looking for? What kind of apple are you looking for? They release it a week later. They release it a week later. I'm going to the gym tonight. I'm going to the gym tonight. Was his wife an innkeeper? Was his wife an innkeeper? Was my brother-in-law a nurse? Was my brother-in-law a nurse? We used to go skiing every winter. We used to go skiing every winter. You don't sit at noon. You don't sit at noon. He goes to the zoo on the weekends. He goes to the zoo on the weekends. I was studying when my father came home. I was studying when my father came home. Their daughter was an intensive care specialist. Their daughter was an intensive care specialist. I love to cook and try new recipes. I love to cook and try new recipes. It rarely snows in this region. It rarely snows in this region. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. I always take the bus to go to work. I always take the bus to go to work. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. They were playing chess when they realized it was midnight. They were playing chess when they realized it was midnight. Can't you wash next year? Can't you wash next year? We have 2 seats on the 8 a.m. flight to Evansville. We have 2 seats on the 8 a.m. flight to Evansville. I want to order the chef's tasting menu. I want to order the chef's tasting menu. Do you have any allergies? Do you have any allergies? The sun will rise at 6 a.m. tomorrow. The sun will rise at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Shouldn't you mess around at sunset? Shouldn't you mess around at sunset? I'm going to the cinema next weekend. I'm going to the cinema next weekend. You should study harder for the exam. You should study harder for the exam. Still, there are some questions that need clarification. Still, there are some questions that need clarification. I can't help you there. I can't help you there. I can't believe. I can't believe. Do you like going to the beach? Do you like going to the beach? He is driving a car. He is driving a car. Epicenter. Epicenter. We had 3 commissioning jobs. We had 3 commissioning jobs. I have plenty of time. I have plenty of time. Wanna try on the pants? Wanna try on the pants? His painting is more vivid than mine. His painting is more vivid than mine. Intent. Intent. Cannot defend. Cannot defend. The book is so interesting, I couldn't put it down. The book is so interesting, I couldn't put it down. I will return the book to the library. I will return the book to the library. The concert will start at 2000. The concert will start at 2000. The food was prepared by the chef. The food was prepared by the chef. Other hand. Other hand. 10 years should not focus. 10 years should not focus. Teachers will teach students all day. Teachers will teach students all day. They have very good manners. They have very good manners. Does not add. Does not add. His grandmother was a naturalist. His grandmother was a naturalist. Matt, boil some water. Matt, boil some water. I think so too. I think so too. Will he not ride? Will he not ride? They subscribe to a magazine. They subscribe to a magazine. Were his half-brothers pipeplayers? Were his half-brothers pipeplayers? Was it appropriate 1 year ago? Was it appropriate 1 year ago? He will finish his homework before dinner. He will finish his homework before dinner. He is an engineer and designs new technologies. He is an engineer and designs new technologies. Wouldn't it be a clerk? Wouldn't it be a clerk? I have a charity you've supported for 5 years. I have a charity you've supported for 5 years. His cousins were notaries. His cousins were notaries. Is it possible to customize my order? Is it possible to customize my order? They shouldn't say. They shouldn't say. Should I be a blogger after 5 days? Should I be a blogger after 5 days? Do you have a weekly ad? Do you have a weekly ad? He still needs to get food. He still needs to get food. We listen to a podcast on the way. We listen to a podcast on the way. Can I have a shower chair? Can I have a shower chair? Children played in the park. Children played in the park. How many books are on the shelf? How many books are on the shelf? Then buy a ticket to our team and apply it with John. Then buy a ticket to our team and apply it with John. What food do you usually eat? What food do you usually eat? Don't you have a non-stop flight in the morning? Don't you have a non-stop flight in the morning? Lions are the strongest animals in the jungle. Lions are the strongest animals in the jungle. Is your grandson an inventor? Is your grandson an inventor? 1 day ago can be a plumber. 1 day ago can be a plumber. You shouldn't retire next year. You shouldn't retire next year. We watched a gripping thriller. We watched a gripping thriller. Where can I find personal care products? Where can I find personal care products? He has been learning to swim for a while. He has been learning to swim for a while. Let me know if your situation changes. Let me know if your situation changes. His wife is a geologist. His wife is a geologist. Rarely need to attend? Rarely need to attend? Does he suggest at sunset? Does he suggest at sunset? I diligently tried to play the guitar, and as a result, I improved my skills. I diligently tried to play the guitar, and as a result, I improved my skills. Won't you be a stewardess for 10 years? Won't you be a stewardess for 10 years? 1 month ago can I command? 1 month ago can I command? You will be waiting for the bus. You will be waiting for the bus. Doesn't it disappear at dawn? Doesn't it disappear at dawn? A red apple is sweeter than a green one. A red apple is sweeter than a green one. The food was cooked by the chef. The food was cooked by the chef. Are we ecologist a century from now? Are we ecologist a century from now? Almost 6. Almost 6. Were his siblings photographers? Were his siblings photographers? They go up the escalator. They go up the escalator. I can speak for the adjustment of the training. I can speak for the adjustment of the training. Is her grandmother a teacher? Is her grandmother a teacher? A year later he would become a politician. A year later he would become a politician. What letter is this? What letter is this? Has your spouse collected donations? Has your spouse collected donations? What's up? What's up? They've been fixing the car for hours. They've been fixing the car for hours. If he doesn't want to, he doesn't have to attend the meeting. If he doesn't want to, he doesn't have to attend the meeting. Can you help me rebook my ticket? Can you help me rebook my ticket? I'll have the Caesar salad with grilled shrimp, please. I'll have the Caesar salad with grilled shrimp, please. To give up. To give up. Can they lock weekly? Can they lock weekly? We will be industrialists soon. We will be industrialists soon. He has to take the bus to go to school. He has to take the bus to go to school. Who are you looking for? Who are you looking for? Spending. Spending. We could have invaded 2 weeks ago. We could have invaded 2 weeks ago. They didn't come 4 seconds ago. They didn't come 4 seconds ago. Although it was a difficult decision, she chose to end the relationship. Although it was a difficult decision, she chose to end the relationship. I will retire in 10 years. I will retire in 10 years. Where did you put my keys? Asked. Where did you put my keys? Asked. He's cooking dinner for his family. He's cooking dinner for his family. Are you invited at 5 p.m.? Are you invited at 5 p.m.? Don't we need to wash dishes often? Don't we need to wash dishes often? Are you firing me? I'm not firing you. I'm sending you home. Are you firing me? I'm not firing you. I'm sending you home. Let's have lunch at that new restaurant. Let's have lunch at that new restaurant. His brother-in-law is a farmer. His brother-in-law is a farmer. They practice musical performances. They practice musical performances.